So, you don't want to run a sale on Black Friday. I totally get it. A lot of times, handmade sellers or, small business owners really struggle to be able to run discounts, do the whole Black Friday shenanigans because of retail margins and, the inability to discount and still make a profit. And so today we're going to talk about ways to monetize your business over Black Friday, whenever you want to do that, in a way that doesn't require you to be salesy and require you to discount your products and take a hit. So I need to pull up my banners. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. We're going to be talking about Black Friday without the discounts, how crochet business owners can make more money, no sales required. So welcome. My name is Pam Grice, Crochetpreneur. I'm on a mission to help 100,000 makers build financial freedom through crochet. I'm losing it, you guys. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy day getting my own Black Friday stuff set up and, getting all that done. So anyway, how about we move forward and I will share with you some stuff. But first, what I want you to do is like this video. If you're here, I see there's some people here. Like this video, comment, say hello, let us know you're here. If you're watching live, say hello. And if you're watching on replay, let us know you're watching on replay and let me know if you have any questions. At the end, I'd love for you to comment with what strategies you're going to implement in your own business this year or maybe next year. And if you haven't already subscribed to the Crochetpreneur channel, please go ahead and do that today. I am back every Monday with more crochet business tips and strategies, encouragement, and sometimes silliness. So again, I'm happy to have you here. Let's get started. All right, I'm having issues. All right, Black Friday doesn't have to mean slashing prices. You can boost revenue. Again, I'm going to pull my my notes over. I almost lost everything. All right, here we go. Black Friday doesn't have to mean slashing prices. You can boost your revenue, visibility, and long-term growth without eroding your profit margins. There are hidden ways to earn money without selling. Things like social media monetization, traffic strategies, low lift, high impact revenue streams, and finally, I'm going to share with you behind the scenes of the promotions that I'm running in my own two businesses this Black Friday, or this, I'm calling it Deal Week, because we started today. And today is Monday, November 24th. So it's the Monday before Thanksgiving. So we started today with my two offers. One of them does include discounts. It has discounts and other things. And the other one is mostly it's no discounts. So it's all, there's no sales until the last day. I'll be opening up a membership, but I'm not discounting it. So it's just going to be a limited time offer. So that's one of the strategies we're going to talk about. So there's this myth that if you own a business, you must run a sale on Black Friday. It's the only way to get all that money in and get your business in the black before the end of the year. And that's just not true. You don't have to have a sale. Ultimately, this strategy was started by big box stores that have huge profit margins, or they have profit margins that compound over time because of the huge volume of sales that they have. So basically what happens was these big box stores started doing their Black Friday sales, and then it builds this expectation in the marketplace that businesses will have a Black Friday sale, and it conditions the audience to expect big discounts. The study I read said that consumers expect to receive 30% off or more over Black Friday sale time. So that can really hurt handmade sellers in particular, whose profit margins may not be in the 30% range. So they could lose, if they did these sales, they could lose 100% of their profits. So that's not a great business strategy, right? So I want to look at how can we reframe Black Friday, Cyber Week, this whole thing, to talk more about having it be, instead of discount season, have it be visibility season, attention season, rather than sales season, so we can capitalize on the opportunities for visibility during this time. And we just have to get creative. All right. So if you're not discounting, these are some things that you can do in your own business. All right. First, discount-free ways to make money. Let's just talk about some strategies that you can put in place in your own business. You can get these set up right now so that when Black Friday comes in 4 days, you can launch this right off the bat. So here are discount-free ways to make money. The first is limited time, limited quantity launches. Like I said, I'm going to be offering my pattern membership probably on Small Business Saturday, maybe Cyber Monday. I haven't decided yet, but that will be launching, and it's the only time I launch it. I don't keep it open year round because I don't like managing that. So I just open it up for 1 day a year. It's on sale. If you want in, get in. And then after that, the doors are closed. So I'll be doing that. So limited time taps into that seasonal urgency. During this period of time in the year, people are already experiencing this psychological phenomenon called seasonal urgency, where they're like, it's going to be Christmas time. I got to get the things done. I got to do all the things. I have to, make the decisions. And you can tap into that in a way that benefits both you and your audience by having limited time, limited quantity launches. Scarcity, it seems, is a better driver of purchases than discounts are in reality. So having it be a limited time or limited quantity creates that scarcity that will get people to take action. So it's going away in a day. So you either decide now or you don't do it. And that forces people to make a decision rather than to sit on it. And that sort of gets them to take action. So limited time, limited quantity. The next is to bundle products without discounting. So this would be, I take 2 or 3 products that I already have, or 2 or 3 patterns that I already have. I bundle them, but I don't discount them. I bundle them and I remarket them in a different way. So basically, when you pull together a bundle, you get a higher perceived value. And then if you throw in some sort of bonus that doesn't cost you anything, like printable tags or checklists or planners or something that you can create and just throw in as a bonus, it creates a low work, higher perceived value offer that you can give to your audience rather than discounting that product. So I hope that makes sense. Think of products that you already have that you could bundle together, and what kind of printable or what kind of other type of something could you add to that bundle to make it low work for you, low risk, so you're not like actually throwing in something that takes you a lot of time or a lot of supply, investment, but creates a higher value, perceived value for your audience. This could be you bundle 3 of your stuffies together and you give birth certificates, or you include family photos of those 3 products together, or you write some sort of backstory that includes the gift receiver's name. Like, you could do all sorts of things. Just get creative and see, based on the products that you're offering, how you can make it really fun for your audience. Number 3, sell an experience, not a product. So you could include a product, but have it be about the experience. So an example of that would be a crochet along, where you say you purchase the pattern. Usually you would get just the pattern, but now when you purchase the pattern, you also get the experience of a crochet along, where you get community, you get prizes, you get to show off your work, you get to hang out with me while we make this product together, right? So there's all of this additional value that's added without you actually losing any money. You could do a sort of, everyone who buys this pattern or everyone who buys this project will do a live video together. You could do a video tutorial, those kinds of things. How can you create an experience with, when they make a purchase, how can you turn that purchase into an experience rather than having to discount the product to make the value worth it for them? All right. And then number 4 is paid email challenges. So these are great, where you can, it's good for list building. It's good for a cash injection. You don't have to have a discount. You just set some sort of price point. $7 to $17 is sort of the sweet spot for this, where you create some sort of challenge for your audience, where they have to, I'm going to show you how we're doing in Made with a Twist. We're doing a quest. It's not a paid challenge though, but I could say, join me on this quest. It's $10. In the end, you'll walk away with 6 patterns and the opportunity. Someone's going to get a free membership in my pattern membership club, whatever. So just bundling those things together and making them into an email challenge rather than just sell it as a single product. I hope that makes sense. And then, sorry, I might need to let my dog out. After number 5, I'm going to go let my dog out real quick. All right. So, and number 5 is launching evergreen digital offers. So this is, you have something that you can offer. It's brand new. You launch it. Now is when you launch it and have it be super exciting. And then long term, you leave it as an evergreen product. So this could be PDFs of some sort, printables, checklists, a video series, any sort of product that you can offer that is a digital product, and then just launch it, which you create the excitement around it, you generate the traffic. Whoa, my light went out. You generate the traffic, and then you set it on evergreen, and you have it be a long-term product sale. All right. How's he doing? Okay, he's laying down. All right, next. So those are our 5 discount-free ways to make money. Now we're going to take a look at how to monetize without making sales. So those are the things we just talked about. We're different sort of, we're having sales, but we're not discounting. Now we're going to talk about monetizing without sales. The first way we're going to do this is social media. So most social media platforms have some sort of creator compensation plan, right? So content creator programs they have on Facebook, they have on Instagram, they have on TikTok, where you could join the content creators plan and you get paid for generating content. And the more people engage with your content, the longer they stay on the platform, the more you get paid. This is a really great way to just sort of get a little cash injection over the holidays. If you can create some really great content for people, if you know that you are good at creating content that your audience wants to share, that they are will make them laugh and they want to share with their friends, they feel understood, they feel seen, or you have patterns that whenever you share the pattern, people want to share it with their friends. Share that stuff now and get it out there. And the more traffic you generate, the more engagement you generate, the more money you make. So that's a really fun way to make money without having to make sales. The next is website ad revenue. So this is simply by driving traffic to your website, all right? Even if no one buys when they get to your website, through traffic, you generate money. So think of ways that you can create content that will get people reading, all right? So now is a great time to do roundups and gift guides and Hang on, I gotta go close my door. I'm just gonna. All right, sorry about that. Hubby just got up, and he's going to be noisy. So, all right, website revenue. Yeah, even if nobody buys, when you drive traffic, you make money. So this could be all sorts of things, 10 quick makes at the last minute, holiday crochet trends, gifts for crocheters, or homing in on your ideal customer and what sort of gift guides are they looking for. So if you sell physical products, create gift guides that you can include your products into. All of those things will drive traffic to your blog. So remember that bingeable videos, shareable content, and the unexpected are what's going to drive the most traffic. If you do what everyone else is doing, then the traffic will be lower. Think of how you can get creative and be different from everyone else. So this brings us to the driving traffic section. Hang on. All right. Driving traffic. Okay. Build out a social media strategy that keeps your audience engaged and taking action. All right. Use polls, use questions, use behind the scenes video. Once they start taking action, start including a call to action for them to go to your website, right? Go to my website, and then you get paid for that traffic. Create reasons for them to go there. Free patterns, scavenger hunts, those kinds of things. That's what we're doing at Made with a Twist. Those sorts of things will really get people headed over to your website and driving traffic and generating that ad revenue for you. Use Black Friday themed hooks. Things like as you're doing your social media posts, right? So we're trying to get them interested, get them engaged, and then get them over to your site. So you could start with a hook like, hey, you don't need a discount to do whatever it is you want your audience to do, right? You don't need a discount to enjoy crocheting this holiday season. You don't need a discount to, I don't know. You guys can think of something. All right. So here's what I'm not doing on Black Friday. Hey, my audience, please don't do this on Black Friday. Do this instead. Go learn more at my website. The best way to do the thing you want to do, customer, is go over, do this thing during Cyber Week, right? So you're trying to hook them in the first part of your video and then send them over to your website in the end. You can use something like ManyChat if you want to just do comment something and I'll give you the link. You can do that. You can put the link in your bio. You can add clickable links in your stories. You have lots of opportunities to get them to click. Another way to drive traffic is to reuse your old content. So reuse, update, SEO optimize, get some new photos, and update those old things like old patterns, pull archives together to do some roundups, turn tutorials into multiple pieces of content. If you have a tutorial that has 5 parts, you can have each part be its own video, and then tell people to go over to your YouTube channel, or if it's monetized, or your blog post for the entire thing. And then think of some other holiday ready sorts of things that you can create on your website or your YouTube. Again, if you want to create content that will drive ad revenue. Okay. Some ideas for when you do want to promote an offer. Say you're like, I think I can discount a little bit, right? I think I can discount maybe 10% and still make a profit, bring my audience in and make a sale. So if you want to do that, there are some strategies you can use to make it more interesting, to increase the perceived value and increase their, they'll see the 10% off as enough to tip them over to the edge to purchase. All right, talk about your offers without feeling salesy. Do things like sharing stories. Tell stories about who this helped, or a past customer purchased this and this is how their life changed, Share outcomes, what it made possible. Share behind the scenes stories and videos of you working behind the scenes. Share gratitude posts across Thanksgiving week. Share your mission. So you're sharing all of these details that increase the perceived value of your product without you having to discount too much. All right. So the whole purpose is to increase perceived value, offer small discount, or just increase perceived value and sell the thing without a discount. You can add countdown timers to your stories or to your blog posts and those kinds of things to let people know when things are time limited. You can do themes like pattern of the day or things like that to keep people excited. You could do meet the designer mini interviews or meet the maker interviews. Again, increases perceived value because they get to know you. And then you could do things like gifts for makers or different sorts of gift guides that include your personal gifts, your personal picks, that tell them exactly, things that you love. You can even include affiliate links if you want to do that. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of what my offers are going to look like this Black Friday so you can see the strategies both for when you're offering discounts or limited time offers and when you're offering strictly visibility or, again, another like limited quantity, limited time offer. So first, I'm going to go over to my Crochetpreneur site. And I will share my screen with you. It's just taking a second. Okay, so this is, I wish I could make that go away, but anyway, this is my Crochet Biz Deal Week. Can everyone see that? I should do this. Maybe make it bigger, maybe just get me out of the picture altogether. And get rid of that. Okay, that's better. That's cleaner. Okay, Crochet Biz Deal Week. So this is, I'm using Black Friday in a Box by Emma Bonham Carter. She is a business coach and she sells Black Friday in a Box. You'll see lots of people using this. It's really quite popular. And it sets you up to have a 5-day, five days of offers. And each offer is available only 24 hours. All right, so I'm going to show you what my 5 deals are. You see, this is basically everyone's sales page is probably going to look similar. So you have your deal week, you have your timer, an explanation of what we're doing here, and then we have here day 1. So this is my day 1 offer. That's today. Choose your own quick win bundle. So I have 3 bundles. Each of them are worth over $200 if they were purchased separately, but I bundled them together and they're each $47. So a maker's bundle, a designer's bundle, and a crochet boss bundle. So it depends on where people are to which one they would be interested in. They may be interested in 2 or 3, but typically somebody will find themselves in one of these spaces. So they can choose which one is best for them by clicking on the plus sign over here. So click on the plus sign, the maker's bundle, and it tells you all about what's included. Product Line University, this is what it usually sells for. Mastering Craft Fairs, that's what that sells for. The Price is Right workshop, which is a pricing workshop, and the Market Profits Calculator. So when you add those all together, you get over $200 in products. Why you need this? You're done being a nice little maker who blends into the background. It's time to stand out, sell out, and step into your role as a go-to creator everyone's talking about. Sounds good. So then here it gives you your time limited offer. Time limited, even though it's discounted, we're adding the inclusion of scarcity, right? So save over $150 today. Click here to get the maker's bundle. So they just click on that and do the checkout. They just check out. Here there is the designer's bundle. Again, tells them everything that's included, writing course, creativity challenge, forever fans, framework, an AI agent, affiliate alchemy workshop, same thing, 24-hour deal. Click here, they can get their designer bundle. And thirdly is the Crochet Boss bundle, which is all about moving from hobbyist to business owner. So Hobbypreneur to Crochet CEO Challenge, Becoming Boss Workshop, Brand New, which is a workshop about branding your business, Audience Advantage, figuring out your ideal customer, etc. AI Brand Voice Assistant, again, over $200 in value for $47. So really great offers. They can click on this and go purchase that product. I do have an upsell set up for if they're interested. You know, it's an easy one-click upsell. It's going to say, hey, you're paying $40 for this single bundle. You can get all 3 bundles and a whole bunch more if you just join Crochetpreneur Business Academy today. It's still $47, but you get all of this, plus all of the Crochetpreneur Business Academy stuff, and you can cancel that anytime. So they can then join Crochetpreneur Business Academy if that's what they want to do. So they can just click yes or no, and they'll be paying $47 either way, and they can either get their bundle or get access to the Academy and all of the bundles. So that's a really fun offer, and that's today. And then you can see in the morning, these buttons are going to say this deal is over, so they won't be able to get that one. And then day 2 starts at 7 a.m. Eastern time. Day 2, they can join the Crochet Biz Lab. Crochet Biz Lab is currently not being offered, and so this is a time limited, it's open for 24 hours thing, and then once it's closed and it's gone. So they can get the Crochet Biz Lab at 34% off, plus they're going to get a Quick Win Funnels for Makers bonus training, which is coming in January. So they can say yes to this. Again, this isn't available yet. It'll be available on the 25th. They can click that, go purchase that. Again, we haven't, then that will go away at 7 a.m. This one will start at 7 a.m. Summit Replays Mega Pack. We don't sell the Summit Replays altogether. This is 5 years of Crochet Business Summit content, over 100 sessions, and it can be purchased for one price rather than not purchased at all. So when they did sell separately, the total price was $735. Now it's just $197. So they can decide, I'm reading through that content. Is it time? Day 4 is a VIP intensive. This is a time where we get to spend hours and hours together working on your business. Again, that goes live and then it goes away. And then Lifetime Crochetpreneur Business Academy. I don't currently offer lifetime. And so this is, again, time limited. For 24 hours, you can get lifetime access to Crochetpreneur Business Academy instead of paying month to month and renewing, every single month, as long as you're going to stay in. A lot of our clients stay in year after year after year. We've had clients in for 4, 5, 6 years. And if you're paying month to month, that really adds up. So getting the lifetime access is a huge discount. So that's only available on Friday. Now, if you're familiar with the program, you know that on Cyber Monday, all of these things will come back on Cyber Monday for 24 hours. So they close down on Friday, and then on Cyber Monday, we open the doors 24 hours and close the doors again. And that way we pick up anybody who now has regret that they didn't get the thing that they wanted to get. So we offer a second chance. And then down at the bottom, I have different offers just from different businesses that I recommend. So there are those. This is my Made with a Twist quest. So I'm going to show you the Made with a Twist quest in just a second. So if you're watching on replay, I apologize if you're watching on the audio podcast. I know you can't see this. You can go to the YouTube channel. I would suggest going to the YouTube channel and watching this so you can see what the sales page looks like. Now I'm going to go over and show you, well, I'll just click on this link and show you what we're doing at Made with a Twist. This says, join the quest for Stitch at Made with a Twist. Our mischievous holiday elf is on the loose at Made with a Twist blog. He's snatching patterns, causing chaos, and leaving clues behind every door. Choose your path, follow the trail, avoid his tricks, and catch Stitch before he destroys another pattern. Every correct choice brings you closer, and every wrong turn might reveal a surprise side quest or bonus gift. If you're ready for 6 days of adventure, whimsy, or are you ready for 6 days of adventure, whimsy, and free patterns? Join the quest. So all you have to do is click here to join the quest for Stitch. Let me make sure you're still seeing this, and you're not. So I need to change my window. All right, that is the quest for Stitch. So if we go down on the Made with a Twist page, Holiday Crochet Adventure, where you can be the hero. Here's Stitch. You can see he's stolen my patterns and he's headed for the fireplace trying to burn my patterns. He is naughty and he is wanted by the Crochet Bureau of Investigation. He's in their top most wanted list because he is naughty, pattern destruction, crochet sabotage, and general mischief. So what we're going to try and do, hang on, is we're going to try and find where he's hiding and catch him before he burns the next pattern. And if we can do that, then you get the pattern PDF download for free. All right. So the whole point of this is to get people bouncing around my website, spending time on the site, generating ad revenue while they're having fun. All right. So here it is. Their mission: stop Stitch before he burns the pattern, follow Stitch's trail, outsmart his tricks, and catch him in the act. There's going to be 3 doors. One will take them to a blog post that says you're getting closer. One says it's not this pattern, but there might be some hidden treasures there anyway. And then finally, if they find the one that says you found him, there'll be a link where they can enter their email address and get the free PDF. So here's the instructions. He's already on the move. You can see his elf tracks through the snow. Then it says, and don't miss reindeer games along the way. So these are the side quests and bonus little prizes that we have for people who get lost along the way and don't find Stitch. They still get some good stuff. So here's how it works. For reindeer games, they're going to see this little reindeer games guy, and they can click there and get a special download. I'll show you what those look like. There's some frequently asked questions. Until we get here, this is how we start. So choose your starting door. So what they'll do is they'll say, I choose door number 1. And we'll see where it takes us. Let me make sure it's changing for you. It did. Okay, so it takes us to this free crochet pattern. This is a guest post from No Hooks Given. And you can see her free pattern is included on this blog post. You can scroll down. I don't see Stitch anywhere. Keep scrolling. Oh, it's not this pattern. So you can see he's hiding behind this chair, but this is not where he's trying to burn the pattern. So Stitch isn't here, but take a look around and you may find reindeer game to make your search worthwhile. And it says found it. Click here to try again. When you click here, it'll take you back to the original 3 doors. But let's see if we can find the reindeer game and see what we get. So we're going to keep scrolling. There it is, reindeer games. Click here for your reindeer games prize. Then go back to the hiding elf and return to the previous door. So we're going to click here. And I know you can't see that. going to stop that share and start this one so you can see what we have. This is what they get. It says day 1. We have 6 days of this event. So day 1, we have a letter. All right. Gather letters, track the daily clues, decode the cipher, unscramble the letters, and be entered into our grand prize. So here is our clue. O is really D. Well, we don't have an O, but we have an F. So if you're like good at breaking codes, this will give you a start in breaking codes. Now, every day when you play a reindeer game, one of them is going to be another letter and another clue to the cipher. In the end, I'm going to give you the cipher so you can decode it if you aren't able to do it along the way. But we're going to end up with 6 letters. We're going to end up with a word. And then people will be able to enter the word into being entered for a giveaway to win all of my crochet patterns. So someone is going to win a membership into my crochet pattern Made with a Twist Makers membership if they play this game. So that's really fun. All right, now I'm going to take you back to that site. All right, so now we're back here. So we got our prize, and then it says go back to the hiding elf to return to the doors. So we go back to the hiding elf, click here to try again. And we scroll down. Now I'm going to try door 2. Now don't tell anybody what we're doing here. Well, I mean, tell them to come play, but don't tell them what to click on. But when we click on door 2, it takes us to this, our bobble tree pattern. So then we scroll down. What do we find? You're getting closer. Okay, so remember we had 3 options. It's not this pattern, you're getting closer, and you found him. So now we're at you're getting closer. When it says you're getting closer, now you have 3 more doors. So with these 3 doors, we'll click on a door and see what happens. So I'm going to click on door number 1. Nordic tree pillow. Nice. This is from Megan Makes Do guest post on the blog. That's a fun Christmas pillow to make. Oh, it's not this pattern. Stitch isn't here, but take a look around and you may find a reindeer game to make your search worthwhile. All right, so let's scroll. Here we have a reindeer game. I'm going to click on it. I'll come back. Whoops. I'll come back and share that screen with you. Is it this one? No. This one? No. There. So this one, when they click on the reindeer game, they get a puzzle or a maze that has Stitch over here with his Made with a Twist pattern. You got to make it through the maze. He needs to make it through the maze to the fireplace, but you need to make it to the fireplace before Stitch does in order to prevent him from burning the pattern. So you get to print this out and go through and do the maze. So that's fun. All right, we're going to remove that. We're going to go back to here. Okay, so we did our reindeer games. Some of them have holiday recipes, some of them have coloring pages, some of them have puzzles, games, and then some of them have those letter clues. So we're going to go back, click here to try again. Come down. You can see how this keeps people on your website, keeps them bouncing around, right? And so all the while you're generating revenue while they are having fun on your site. I'm going to go ahead and pick door number 3 this time. We're at the farmhouse chunky crochet pattern. This is fun. I should probably pin this while I'm here. That would be a great idea. Wink, wink. We're going to come over here, keep searching. Where is Stitch? He's hiding really well. There he is. You found Stitch. Huzzah! You're the hero of the day. To reward you for your bravery, stick-to-itiveness, and cunning detective work, click the button below to subscribe to our newsletter, unsubscribe anytime, and immediately download the pattern for free on Ravelry. So you click on redeem your reward. It says sign up for our email list. You can see Stitch is over here hiding. You'll get this stocking pattern. Here's your redemption code. So if they enter their, oh, I don't know if you can see this. No, you can't. Okay. Well, it pops up a login form that gives them their code. When they click on it, immediately pulls up a redemption page from Ravelry. All they have to do is stick in that code and it adds the pattern to their Ravelry library. So that is the end of today's Find the Stitch. But if someone wants to get all of the reindeer games, they can go through all of the options for all of the doors and get all of the games. The recipes, the coloring pages, the puzzle, the maze, and the code letter. So there's 4 reindeer games on each day. So I've created lots of little fun resources for people each day. So that is how, that is how I'm keeping people on my blog, bouncing around, letting them get a free pattern every single day while I'm generating ad revenue. So this is an experiment. I really think it's going to go well. And then they get a free pattern. I get ad revenue. Everybody has fun. And I think it's a good deal. So on, I think Cyber Monday, I'll open up my Makers membership and offer my membership to my pattern club on that one day only. That will go away, and then I'll be done with Black Friday. So 2 different businesses, 2 different offer suites, 2 different ways of doing Black Friday sales, and I will let you know after all of this is done how well they worked. So that is what I'm doing in my business for Black Friday offers. So remember, you don't have to discount to be successful. I do have an infographic over at my Made with a Twist page on Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/thecrochetpreneur, I have an infographic that says how you can support small businesses during the holidays. It has 16 tips on free ways to support small businesses without actually buying anything. And you can share that to your own audience to encourage them to share your posts, engage with your content, watch all of your reels all the way through. Do all of those things that help you gain traction in your business that they don't have to necessarily purchase anything from you. They might not be your ideal customer, right? So that's really fun. All right, I'm going to come check the comments. And let's see. Good morning. Teresa's here. Kathy's here. Sue is here. I was a few minutes late. I was doing dishes and missed that this had started. Well, thanks for being here, Sarah Dawn. Susan's here. Do you still have CBA that I can join? Yes, I do. You can send me a message if you want to do that. And we can get you registered. 2 dogs and a cat tails. Do you have a link for this? So there's the link to the one at Crochetpreneur. It's crochetpreneur.com/cyber-week-2025. That will take you to my Cyber Week over there. Oops. It said it didn't go through. Oh, it's trying to post it to Facebook. All right, that's not working. So cyberweek.com/cyber-week-2025 will get you that link. And let's see, Leah said you brought back Crochet Biz Lab. So I brought back Crochet Biz Lab, but it's no longer a membership. It is simply a self-paced course. So you pay for the whole course up front, you get all of the resources in it, and you can just have it. It's not going to be like an ongoing membership. It was taking too many resources from our team without having a payoff. So we took it off of our like regular offer suite, but I'm bringing it back just for Black Friday. So it's not usually available. It's only going to be available tomorrow. Okay, so that was it hard to set up? So Susan, I think you're probably talking about the elf thing. Was it hard to set up? No, it wasn't hard at all. You just have to think through, what pages am I going to send people to? How am I going to link to the things that I'm going to offer them? How do I make sure they're getting back to the right place? So it does take some testing. And I have to set up a new path every single day. So that does take, an hour and a half each morning to set that up. But with the good RPMs from ad networks right now, I'll get paid for that time. So I'm not worried about that. So here's the link to the one on Made with a Twist. So it's called Quest for Stitch. It was going to be called Naughty Elf, and then my husband said that's probably not a good idea. So that I probably would attract the wrong crowd. So you'll see Naughty Elf graphics, but that's not what we're calling it anymore. So yeah, it's pretty fun. Adding on the reindeer games adds a level of complexity to the setup, but I think it's fun, so I added that. You could just have like, no, this is not it, and go back to the beginning. If you wanted to do that, that's fine too. So that was really fun. Yeah, I hope you have fun. I hope you will engage with those things. Go play at Made with a Twist. I'm going to have a new free pattern every day. And if you are, and I think you are, a crochet business owner, and you are looking for resources at a discount or resources that you can't get anywhere else, Deal Week is the place to be this week. And I would so appreciate it if you get any of my social media. Oh, my poor dog. My dog's very old, so don't mind him back there. If you see any of my posts on social media, please give it a like. Please engage with it. Social media algorithms are not liking me right now because mostly I don't just share pretty pictures. So they don't really like me. And I would love your help getting some traction. If you have any friends that would be interested in what we're offering, share a link. I would be grateful. And I think that's it for today. I have lots of work to do. Tomorrow in Crochetpreneur Business Academy, we're doing an email class. So I got to go get that PowerPoint written up. And I think that's it. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. If you have any questions at all, write them in the comments. I'll be back here to answer your questions throughout the day. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a profitable Cyber Week, whatever that looks like for you, and a happy holidays. All right. Thanks for being here, guys.